One thing I have learned recently, when the bearded carp puller sends you a message on Instagram, all it's got in there is a link to a Facebook Marketplace post. You open it, you ask if it's available, and you ask questions later. Ian, the master of pieces, hobby eBay reseller. We're on to another Facebook Marketplace pickup. Actually, have a look at this. Really nice part of Cardiff. This. The houses around here are absolutely beautiful. That is Waterloo Gardens down there. And the bearded cart puller sent me a message last night, and I'm down here to make the pickup. So the last time I had a message like this, it was for a really cool PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 bundle. This is a little bit different, a little bit outside my comfort zone, something that I haven't dealt with before. But gotta be curious, I'm always up for learning new things. Let's go get it. And I've brought home this Technics Stack hi-fi system. Turntable on the top, the hinges of the cover have broke, but the turntable spins. I haven't actually got any vinyls to test it out, but it's looking hopeful. A stereo synthesizer tuner, a glorified radio, or that's all I can seem to get it to do. Need to do a bit more research into that. Amplifier, new class A, get that super bass on. CD player, tested and working. Well, I can get it to play the CDs, but the display only comes on for a few seconds after I've turned the unit on. Don't know whether that's a setting, whether it's meant to do that. Bit strange if it does, because the rest of the displays stay on all the time. And at the bottom, a double cassette deck. I used a bit of DuckTales Dinosaur Ducks to test.
You came up with the winner this time.
And then these two whopping 3-way Technic CS speakers. Now this system only cost me £50, so it's a good profitable pickup. The last sold of a complete unit went for 400 quid all in. This has obviously got a few faults with it, so it wouldn't command that price. The way I will go about selling this, and the way I want to trial this, is to sell the pieces off individually. I want to gauge how quickly this type of thing sells and how easy it is to post, and the cost of the postage as well. But for only 50 quid, there's going to be enough profit made to take a few risks and use it as that trial case. In fact, it did come with the remote. That goes for 25 quid on its own anyway. So as always, to the bearded cart puller, thank you so much for the tip. Right, I've taken another 3 or 4 bags of stuff to the charity shop. Again, same as I did last weekend. And same as last weekend, I couldn't help but have a look around the shop and see if I could pick some stuff up. And I've got to carry a bag full. Now, none of this is particularly high value, but this type of item plays an important role in me hitting my monthly targets. These items, every single one of them cost less than £2 each, but the average return is about £10 plus postage. Not high, wow, look at these amazing sales, but all of these are already listed up on eBay. It only took me half an hour to get all of this stuff up, and there could be about 50 quid's worth of profit here. Sometimes with these type of items, it's about selling volume. From 1983, needs no introduction, Spot the dog, he costs 50p. He's listed for £10 plus postage. This is a cute sausage dog. The reason I picked this up is because it's by Kelly Toys. Just about see that there? They're the same company that makes Squishmallows. No sold in the UK, but at only 50p, I've got him listed up for a tenner plus postage, and we'll see how he gets on. I've always been intrigued by these old school Fisher-Price toys. This is a wooden fire engine, got a bell on the back, and extendable ladder. This is from the late 60s. Unfortunately for this one, the value isn't really there. I've got it listed up for £8 plus postage. I wonder whether this type of toy is almost too young to be nostalgic. This type of toy is aimed at what, 3 to 5 year olds, something like that, and I don't think you really remember the toys you were playing with at that age. Well, I don't anyway. Another absolute punt, another old school Fisher-Price toy. This one's from the early 70s. It's called Jiffy, and it's got this little pump here. I got that one listed up for a tenner plus postage. I've sold these before, but I've never found one in the box. This is a little live pet's bird. The sell-through rate isn't particularly great, but when they do sell, they go for about 15 quid all in. And I found a nice die-cast Range Rover Sport here. Really good quality model, but I can't find any manufacturer on it. I've taken the lid off it, I've unscrewed it, no manufacturer on the bottom, but it is really well made. I paid £1.50 for that one. I've got it listed for a tenner plus postage. So with that type of item, easy to list, easy to pack, easy to post. Even if they don't sell for the highest value, they're such low risk, and that risk is spread out across lots of different items. Those will tick away steadily in the background and hopefully won't hang around too long. Before I forget, I did pick up another item. This one holds a bit more value. It's by the Puppet Company. It's a nice soft tree, but inside you've got all these little finger puppets of different animals. This is the type of item that you see in like posh garden centers, in like the toy sections. Always really expensive for what it is, really. The average selling price, if you've got all the animals, is £20 to £25. I don't have all the animals, so I've got that one up for about 15 plus postage. Oh, and don't forget, whenever you're in the charity shops, you've always got to look for stuff for your collections. I found Cool Borders 2. Platinum Edition for PlayStation 1. No manual in it. No real resale value in it. Cost me 50p, so that'll be going into my PlayStation 1 collection. We've got a new pet. This is Texter. He's very happy. Comes with his instruction manual. And a bone. Texter cost us £10. Resale value about 25 quid plus postage. I got a parcel. Shout out Nostalgic Spud for sending this through to me. Let's open it. Look at the address there. Ian, the Master of Pieces, aka Squeegee King. Let's give you a bit of context about this, right? So whenever I put you out there and do my videos, see up there, there's a squeegee on the end of the bamboo. That has got a little bit of a cult following. Let me show you what it is. This is the perfect little invention for kind of scraping moss off of the tiles or cleaning those like Velux windows. And that's where it lives. Guaranteed you won't be able to stop looking at that for the rest of the videos. Let's get in here then. Getting all excited now. And have a look in here. That is amazing. But that's where my Ninja Turtle wagon lives up there. I've just jammed all the figures in the back until I find a better place for them to go. But there are some bits missing. And in here, the Nostalgic Spud has kindly sent me some of them. Brilliant. We clip the gun on there, and that slots in that side. Clip this gun into that side, and that one slots in there, and drop the stink missile inside. Now that is looking the part. And we've also got a bag of weapons for some of the characters inside. Weapons that I don't have. This is just absolutely brilliant. And it just goes to show I absolutely love this reselling community. Firstly, the bearded carp puller sending me that lead for the stereo system. The Nostalgic Spud thinking of me and sending me some spare pieces, the bits that I need to help me complete my turtle set. It's great that everyone's looking out for each other. And it's why I love being part of this community. And while we're on the theme of reseller community, keep an eye out for notifications on the Reseller Summit, which is at the end of March. Chatty Pete and Lola, they're organising a big reseller get-together up in Derby. I'll be going up there and I'm really looking forward to it, actually. Should be a great laugh, a great chance to meet up with loads of different resellers, hopefully some of you guys as well. Share a few stories, tips, tricks, stuff like that, but have a good laugh as well. So keep an eye out for it. I'll be sharing some notifications on my Instagram account and hopefully see some of you guys there. Right, I'll just plonk you there. Ready for the sales. Let me take you through what sold on eBay Wednesday and Thursday. First up, massive shout out to Paul, who went onto my eBay store and found this Crookshanks plush. It's really cool, actually. It's surprisingly big. And he's picked this up because his son is massively into Harry Potter. So Paul, thanks for the support. This is one to look out for. Gone for about 15 quid all in. Next up, this was a complete punt. What I've got is books number 1 to 8 in the Thorn Witches series. I had never heard of this whatsoever, but saw in the charity shops consecutive book numbers. They look like a really good quality print as well. So I checked sold listings, and individually, some of these are going for 5 or 6 quid each. I decided to pick all of them up, sold them as a bundle. That's gone global shipping to America, 35 quid all in. I always pick up Adidas Predators, doesn't matter what size or style. These are only UK size 2, but they were only 2 quid. They've got the sock on there, a little bit worn on the bottom. They've gone for just under 20 quid all in. There's always going to be a second-hand market for a decent quality pair of football boots. Scrabble Original up next. Not an old one, not a particularly valuable one. This was our own personal one, but I found one of the deluxe ones out in the charity shop. We've kept that now, so I thought I'd sell this on. Barely used, if I'm honest. Only gone for 8 quid all in. Sold another Schleck dinosaur. This is a Utah Raptor or Feathered Raptor. Really weird looking dinosaur. Got a piercing green eye there. That one's gone for £9.50 plus postage. Keep an eye out when you're looking for Trackmaster. It's not always about the trains. The little buses do really well as well. This is Bogie the bus, not in the best condition. All the stickers on the side have worn away. Thing with these, they're really temperamental and it's rare to find them working. I had to undo all this, take all the screws off. There's always loads of fluff and hair all around the axles and the cogs. Clean all that out, get rid of the battery corrosion, and usually, even though these are from the mid-90s, you can get them up and running. I would have spent about 15 minutes working on that. That's sold for 12 quid all in. There is definitely a PlayStation 1 collector fan base out there. I've nearly sold all those games that I've listed up. This is the next one to go. We've got Muppets Race Mania. No manual in there. The disc is in reasonable condition. Box is pretty good, mind. That's gone for 20 quid all in. Next up, shout out to David. I met him at Sully Car Boot Sale last year, actually. Absolute legend. He picked up this Dino Crisis game here. Box isn't in the best condition, but it's got the manual. I've actually given this a bit of a playthrough. Didn't complete it, but it's a really fun game. So David, thanks ever so much for supporting the channel, and I hope to catch up with you in the boot sales come the summertime. Not technically a sale, but I've got to show you it. If you've been following my shorts videos, you would have seen I picked up this Ladies Berghaus waterproof jacket. Gore-Tex pack light shell on the arm there. I only paid a £5 for this. Now this is worth about 30 quid plus postage. But about an hour after I put the shorts video up, I had a text off my mum. All she put was, I like the look of that jacket. Now that means to me, she wants that jacket. Of course, you've got to look after your mum, haven't you? I mean, she's going to need it. It's absolutely soaking out there. 6 sales to show you Friday. Check these out. First up, I sold off of Marvel Infinity War, Thor's Stormbreaker. Push a button. Very dramatic. That one's gone for 14 quid all in. I always look out for Thor's weapons. I've got his hammer tucked behind the skateboard up there. Next up, what we've got here is, this is the frilly bit from the Dilophosaurus off of the original Jurassic Park dinosaur. I don't have the dinosaur bit, but someone has bought that. You can imagine that's going to come off or get damaged quite easily. People always are looking for replacements for these old toys. It hasn't gone for much. It's gone for 6 or 7 quid, something like that. But it's just a nice feeling to know someone now has got a complete dinosaur to go in their collection. Match Attacks 100 Club, Kylian Mbappe. I've got tons of these. That's gone for 4 quid all in. This was a bit of a flop. It's got everything going for it, apart from the price. It's called Bloxaws. And what you've got is you've got a board there with lots of coloured squares. You put the squares in, connect it to your tablet, and you can build your own video game levels. Really cool concept. I've had this up for 15 quid all in for ages. Not really that much interest. The going rate seems to be about that. Offer come in, 10 quid all in. It's hung around for so long, let's get it gone. Next up, shout out Angela. She's been watching a few of my videos recently and noticed one of these glasses. Beavertown Bones Lager. Like the look of it, jumped on my store, picked one up. So Angela, thanks ever so much for your support. Should have had my coat on, shouldn't I? Should have had my coat. She likes my new coat. I got that for Christmas. You know, the Berghaus one, the orange and blue one. Yeah, I like it too. Nice and warm. 2 Trackmaster trains to show you next. We've got Victor and Kevin. I bundled these together because in the books, these both work at the Sodor Steamworks. Those have gone for £18.50 all in. And the final sale, this is a brand I now look out for all the time, Leapfrog. Doesn't matter what it is, when I see it, I'm searching it up. This is a baby toy, and I would have just walked past this if it wasn't for that logo there. The aim of it is to get the letter sound recognition going. That has gone for 16 quid all in. So guys, really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Shout out to Brad, who left the first comment on my last video. Go and check out his YouTube channel. If you're into your Transformers, you're going to love that channel. It's class. Don't forget to leave your comment down below because you might be one of the first this time round. Keep an eye out for my next video. Should be on Wednesday. I'm going to be meeting up with Connor, the Welsh poker picker. We're going to be going around finding some treasure. Should be fun. Catch you then.